online at party1019.com. This is New York's number one for throwbacks. The new Party 1019, a Nexus radio station.
Welcome to Illy's Isles Vibes Only podcast, guys, where we celebrate positive vibes, creative and artistic expression, sponsored by The Playlister and the DSN Network. And today, of course, we have DJ Starline.
Hey.
And I'm super, super excited because, DJ Starline has a beautiful itinerary behind her. Obviously, she has the commuter tracks on The Playlister. And she DJs a lot of my favorite music. So I'm going to let her introduce herself. Hello.
All right. Hey there. Illy, thanks for having me. Playlister, thank you so much. DSN. So I'm DJ Starline. I am a New York City-based EDM house DJ. I've been DJing since 2006, an alum for the Scratch DJ Academy. And so I first started with hip-hop, but then eased my way onto my love, which is electronic dance music, and everything house, of course. So yeah, I'm here, got into more of the indie side of music, which, early on when the mixtapes were heavy, I was in that when I was in hip hop. So I was supporting indie artists, but along the way when it was like more EDM or house, it was harder for me to tap into the indie, so I just stayed strictly mainstream, the bigger names. But lately, I'm trying to go back to like my roots and supporting the independent artists. So yeah,
and so
in all genres.
I love that. See, and I love all genres because when people look at us, they'll say, "Oh, it's hip hop," especially with the history that we have, right? But it's not, and like we need to understand that hip hop has deeper roots than just what we know it as, too, right? And it's always a drum, it's always a bass line. And that's kind of like what leads in EDM as well, is that vibration, that drum line, that positive vibe. And that's another thing that was in common with hip hop, right? Because that's what originated. It's just that power movement,
Exactly. Yeah. Like even like with the old school, like the first people to do it, like Rapper's Delight, it was off disco that they were doing that.
Right.
And house comes from disco. So you're right. There is a connection there.
Yeah. And my parents are from the 60s, so I have a love of disco.
Yeah, me too.
Right? And I have a love of vinyl now. Do you spin with vinyl as well, or do you just do everything electric?
I do everything digital with the controllers and everything, but it's been a while since I touched the turntable.
The wax.
But
Yeah, I see wax coming back out too. Like, what do you feel about that? Would you spin wax or?
I would have to get the whole setup going and the feel for it, not to be heavy-handed and all that stuff. The needle, I have to get used to the needle again.
Oh yeah.
So I would definitely need some practice on it again just to get that muscle memory back. But it's nice to do digital. I'm a very techie person. I like pushing buttons, pushing sliding, and doing that.
I did see that.
So yeah.
I don't know if it was like, I was watching something the other day when I was looking at your Instagram page. I don't know which one it was, but you were just vibing. I think it was on Twitch. Yes, and I just loved your vibe, and I loved your money machine. I just loved the energy. Like, what was the whole thing with that?
Yeah. So like, especially when it's a live stream, whether it's on Twitch or any other platform, I want to bring like that festival vibe to you. Like, so if you haven't been to a festival, that's kind of a sense. And then the music that I'm playing too would like be like a main stage feel. If of course I'm playing more of the big room and kind of commercial,
like a marshmallow type crowd.
Exactly, or David Guetta and stuff like that. Yeah, so just kind of turn up the energy and bring it home to you. But then if I'm doing more chill, I won't bring out the money machine.
Oh my God, I love David Guetta. He's one of my favorite. I love Hugel. There's Arash, which is but he's like for Eastern, like sides. And then when I was growing up too, like obviously, what's her name? La 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 la.
I don't know.
What's her name? When I remember it, I'm gonna do it. But this girl that I just sang, her name is EO. I don't know if she renamed herself, but she was doing like EDM, and I don't even remember what she goes by now because I know her back in the day. And then what I wanted to tell you was like my love, what started me writing music actually before I met Dida was do you know the song La 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 La?
Yes.
It goes around the world.
Of course.
That song was the song that made me write dance music.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like the best time.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
You know, with Castles in the Sky.
Yep.
What is that? Ivan, I don't even remember the last name, but
Yeah.
it was Ivan Van Dyke or something like that, I think. But those are the types of guys that I love, and like the Blue Man Group.
Yeah. All those Swedish people, you know, like they killed it in the late 90s.
Oh my God, they did. And I loved it. And Spice Girls, I was telling him, was my favorite because I used to love Spice Girls with the lollipops too. I used to collect all their stickers.
Yes, me too.
Oh my God. Who is your favorite?
You're my soul sister.
I love Scary Spice, but I would have also loved Posh and Baby Spice a lot.
Yeah. So I love Sporty because I love Mel C.
Yes.
She's a great voice too. She like carried those songs.
Yes.
But I did love Posh too because she was tough in her own right, you know, kind of like Sporty. So I like the energy, but hers was different because she was more mysterious and stuff.
She was. And Sporty Spice always loved her hair. She always had like the coolest like pigtails or she had updos because she was sporty. And for me, you know, Scary, like, well, that's Mel B for those that don't know because there's two Mels, right? And I loved her hair.
Yeah.
I loved her hair. I loved the fact that she was the only one that kind of looked like us, you know, and it kind of leads me into things too, like with us, because we were talking about hip hop and we both come from that kind of genre. So like, obviously, you know, you just told me like how you got into spinning that, but you know, what was it that made you like have the courage to like actually just do it and branch out and say, you know what, I don't mind going against the grain?
Yeah, because it's funny you say that because going against the grain is not wanting to go to college to be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant, or whatever traditional engineer. So I when I went to the University of South Florida straight out of high school, it was engineering that I was going for. And sheesh, I think like the spring semester, I was like, you know, and you know, I credit DJ AM, DJ A-Track, DJ Steve Aoki for making me break my parents' mold because my parents are in the medical field. And it was just that I saw them party rocking in LA almost every weekend on MySpace. I would see the videos and I'm just like, oh my God, I need to do this. Like they're so passionate. So then I just started looking for DJ schools because I'm somebody who likes to do things formally. And so South Beach, I was in Tampa Bay. It was a 4-hour drive. Every weekend I would go to a Scratch DJ Academy. Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we moved when I was 13. We moved to Kissimmee, the Disney area.
Yes, but you know, that's the thing that made you successful, though, the fact that you did everything like textbook, like you said, right?
Yeah.
You went and you got the development that you needed, but it helped you and it succeeded you and it proceeded to propel you into like a bigger career because you have worked with big names. Let's face it, you're one of the best female DJs, guys. Like she's won Fleet many times.
Thank you.
And you just posted another one too, right? So it's coming out again.
Yeah.
You're gonna win this one too. I would hope so.
We'll see.
I'm
We'll
manifesting
yeah,
it. She's winning.
Like voting information will probably come out pretty soon.
Oh,
so,
well,
yeah,
guys, listen, when you get that Starline, that voting info, let me know. I will drop it here. You know, I will definitely put it out on my stuff. I will vote for you myself because I told you I liked looking at you. I did a couple of things, not on Twitch, but I did Bigo. And I would sing on Bigo. So do you ever like do things like that to where your fans could like actually interact with you, like and actually be there with you? Because I know when you're such a big DJ like yourself, you travel a lot, you're hard to reach, you know, you're on a huge stage, and sometimes those big venues, like you're saying, you can't really get that intimate feel. So do you do that for the intimacy? Like how do you get that intimacy with your fan base?
Yeah, I think it's Twitch.
Yeah.
You know, that's where, you know, they're chatting. I'm reading the chat as I'm spinning, and then I just interact, you know, as they come in, you welcome them. And you're pretty much, you know, you're very social at that point. And yeah, it's kind of it's a skill because you know you have to keep the music going, don't mess up your transition because you're reading the chat, you know, and so it's kind of a skill where you're handling the music and then interacting at the same time because you're reading it. It's not like
it's not
you're
easy.
Hearing them, you know. So,
because I've been around streamers and like I've seen like the chat gets pretty intense, and if you're someone like Kai Sanat and you like have a big crowd, it's insane. It's insanely intense. You miss a lot. Right. But
and then you're like, oh, but then if I missed it, then they may get upset or whatnot. Exactly. Some people are really into it. So. And
I think that that's pretty cool. And I think for you, what would you say is your favorite song? Like, what made you say, I'm going to do this and niche this out? Like, what was your song?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough
There's a lot of good music.
Because I like all genres, including country.
I
You know,
love
because
country
people
too.
say like, oh, I like everything except
Like
country.
Shania Twain.
But yeah, it's tough for me because there's so many genres that go through my head when you ask a question like
Yeah.
that.
So
But I
let's
would
say-
say like anything in the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, really.
Classic.
Yeah.
I like a lot of old stuff too. But like I said, like even today in 2025, like I'm still listening to things from like the 60s, the 70s. I came across a girl by Golden Kisses, and she has like this song in a disco, and obviously like it was a recent song from a couple years ago on YouTube, and I really liked her vibe because it was in a skate rink, like it was just like a whole Atlanta vibe.
Nice.
But she had that, like we were talking about, disco type feel, and I felt it. And it's Golden Kisses, Dancing in the Moonlight.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, do you know that song?
Yeah.
I like that song. I love stuff like that. And I just feel like she, even though she's like a current artist, like she's obviously independent, right? But just that song from her resonated with me, and I just like the real and rawness of it. And so what would you say would be like the most exciting thing for you to do next with your music? Like you've tried a lot, you've done a lot of genres, right?
Yeah.
You travel a lot, so like what do you think? We were mentioning, like we were talking about Burning Man, we were talking about different types of shows and not being able to camp.
Yeah.
So like what do you think is your next big step with your music that you can be on stage with? Like where do you see yourself manifesting yourself?
Right. So currently with another group of individuals, like this production, we're coming up with a music festival with different genres, but it would be all independent artists. So that's going to happen in July, and I most likely will take the stage. So I think the next goal is just to kind of use my platform or presence to help that initiative and kind of get people the opportunity to show themselves and make the next step.
And how do some of the artists, become a part of that? Like, what do you say would be some of the qualifications to push that to actual, physicality?
Yeah, for them to be part of it.
To be a part of it.
Yeah, so we're doing auditions. Actually, tomorrow, would that interfere with, because it's, no, okay. So tomorrow, January 25th, we're doing virtual auditions.
Oh yeah.
But then,
it won't air in January.
Yeah. So then, I won't say tomorrow then. I'll just say the next one.
Okay.
Okay. So we're actually doing auditions for artists who are interested in participating. We did a virtual audition back in January. Next, in February, we're doing South Carolina, and then we're going to do Boston in March, and then I believe May will be here in New York City. So they sign up if you go to Chance to Star, their Instagram, so it's CHANZE to the word star, Instagram DM, and you'll get all the audition information.
Nice.
So it'll be in Brooklyn in July.
That's awesome.
So,
yeah. And I mean, I'll be here in Brooklyn in July, so I would love to see you spend real life, because I like you, online. I'm just like, I want to feel that energy that you bring, especially if you're bringing that money gun. Like, I really like that energy, like how you dance around. And so,
thank you.
I want to listen to some of the music here, guys, as well. So, stay tuned. We're going to have some fun when we come back. And of course, thank you for tuning in.
Their station. Now you have yours. The new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
Why do I try? Why do I try? All it took was 2 seconds. Let me know what you got going on in your head. Can you deal with resentment? What you gonna do with that if I don't come running back? No. You gon' be sick to your stomach, punching the air. Give it one view perspectives. Do I got it written on my face? I'll be too caught up in my music to witness all your sneaky ways, trying to avoid the case, yeah. I'm running out of sunny days, oh yeah. You supposed to be my happy place, so no, I don't wanna hear that shit. I'm sick of it, how you gon' deny that it ain't what it is. Posted up with you like y'all more than friends, with benefits, this ain't making sense, no. Are you serious right now? It's just ain't making sense. Tell me the truth, tell me the truth. Sick to your stomach, punch in the air when you see someone else love me, 'cause you never play fair, you and me. Sick to your stomach, punch in the air, 'cause I left you with nothing but regret and despair, despair. Oh, whoa, whoa. The proof is right there, it's right there, 'cause the proof is right there. Oh, no, regret and despair. Why is he not answering? I done called your phone about 2011 times. You better pick it up before I pop up on your side. You said you was gon' hit me back, I ain't feeling that. Ain't heard from you all day, I disappear in that. Well, damn, damn, damn. Somebody call Rico, 'cause what kind of magic is this? How you disappearing like I don't exist? I'm calling your phone up, it's getting me pissed. You ain't no David Blaine, not this dish. Somebody call 911. Tell them I got shot down. I've been shot down in my heart, and it's piercing through my soul. I feel my body getting cold. So
when I call, treat me like 911. Vibe you up, 'cause I'm like that, really like that. Pull up without your vibe, I'm the vibe man.
yeah, say ooh, ooh, nah, Asia, Chanel, yeah, no, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Focus, baby, you gotta make me sweat. Give it to me, something you won't regret. You know it's about that time. Come in and close the blinds, baby, won't you be mine? I got a proposition, come and get what you've been missing. I'll give you everything that you've been wanting if you listen. I love the way you put it on me, make my body shake. I'll give you shelter from the storm, so baby, come and rain, come and rain on me. Boy, I really love it when you rain on me, 'cause I want you to just, and I need you to just rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, rain on me, baby. Caressing on my body, watching how you kiss it slow. Need you to do me right, ease into my overflow, hush me up as my hands come down, trembling at your tongue while we going round. Love when you hit it right. What's that? What's this? Saying to me you wanna fall in love. Grip it tight, you can't get enough. Wait for me now, almost finished. On myself every time you in it. Oh, you take my soul from me when you're all on me. Make it rain on me. Rain on me. Boy, I want you to just, and I need you to just rain on me. Take your time with me. No, rain on me. And if I beg you, please fulfill my fantasy.
Streaming online at party1019.com. This is New York's #1 for throwbacks. The new Party 1019, a Nexus radio station.
Alright guys, well we're back, and of course, I wanted to talk to Starline because she has such a unique look, right? And when I looked at her, I was taken back. I was like, do you know I'm a mutt? And so I was like, what is she? I was like, is she Latina? Is she Asian? Like, is she Afro? What is she? And I just was taken back by her look because she just had this unique look that I just was captivated by, because I love unique people. I love diversity, as you know. And so I wanted to ask her where she was from. I did when she got to the studio, and she's like, you gotta guess. And so I'm here to guess. And my first guess was Cape Verde. But I feel like there's more. It can't just be that. No.
No Cape Verde. Yeah, even though I love them, because when I used to live in the Orlando area, there's tons of Cape Verdeans. So
it's right across the water,
and I love them. Yeah, they're great people.
My
but
gosh.
so I'm flattered.
Yes. Okay. You have to be some sort of Latina, maybe some sort of Asian, because I was pointing at her arm and eyes. So you got to give me a clue, Starline.
Sure. So island.
Okay.
There's so many.
There's so many.
Good luck.
Because it could be Caribbean islands.
Even though Cape Verde is an
it
island,
Cayman
so.
Islands then maybe? Maybe you could be
A
South African.
A little more west.
A little more west. Wait a minute. West from South Africa. Hold on. We're in Uzbekistan?
West.
I'm
It's closer. It's closer to us, but south.
Yeah, so you have to be central or south like myself. Maybe you're from Bolivia. I don't know.
Okay, you went to west.
I went to west.
Okay. Clue number 2. Plátanos.
Dominicana.
Sí, dominicana.
Are you Cubana as well?
100%.
Oh, tú hablas español.
Dominicana.
Tea.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
100% Dominican.
I love that. I'm South American, so I'm just Latin America, so we're there. You're 100% Dominican.
Dominican. My mom is from Santiago and my dad from Santo Domingo, the capital.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love Punta Cana. I just went there last year for the first time.
Nice.
In 20 years, I didn't leave the United States. I haven't been back to my own country since I was 11.
Wow.
And I'm 36 now, guys. And I think that Dominican Republic was some place that I wanted to live, because when I went there, I was like, I'm never leaving. I love the people.
Nice.
I love the food. Yeah. And it's just such a beautiful island. It just reminds me of home, but
That's
not too
nice.
far from home. Like, I could still fly to New York in a couple of hours.
Exactly.
If I were to go to Guyana or Brazil, it would take me forever, like 9-10 hours.
And then you have to stay for a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I probably would never want to come back here if I went to the jungle, because to be honest, like, I just, like, we were talking about, giant spiders and stuff, but I think that's the only thing that holds me back, in indoor toilets. Would you move? What country would you move to, you would say?
Probably somewhere European. I would think maybe UK, somewhere there.
My cousin Susan moved to Italy, and I told her, shout out Susan. My cousin Susan moved to Italy, and I told her, I was like, oh my God, how is it? Like, I would love to go, but she speaks Portuguese. I don't. Like, she grew up in Brazil, and so I don't speak Portuguese, but Portuguese is close to Italian as well, because of the Spanish that we use, the Spaniard.
Right.
And so I don't know how I will feel going there, and I'm bringing up Italy, we got some wine too, so we're feeling kind of I should say.
Yeah.
And we're feeling kind of like tipsy today with this, so I like it, but
Rain.
Shout out Rain. So what would you say started it? Because obviously we're talking about commuting to different countries, right? And I wanted to spin it into the commuter tracks. So obviously, I mentioned Starline is the curator of commuter tracks. So I wanted to kind of just dive into how that became, because she is family. She's part of our network. She's amazing. It is my first time today meeting her in person, but she is a part of like our crew for years. And so I want to know what started the curator from the playlister, because that's how I was introduced to you.
Yeah.
I was not introduced to you in person, but like on paper.
Right. I mean, it started because, as I was saying, I guess maybe the past 2 years, I've been into the whole tapping back into the indie community, supporting that, because I think it's pretty powerful nowadays where, you know, you can run your whole, I guess, brand by yourself without any corporate help and stuff like that. It is tough, but you can still do it and achieve your goals. So I wanted to step behind, you know, be behind people like Naija Chanel, Miranda Wrights, where they really have a huge movement. And so I was like, I need to create a platform besides, you know, outside of mixtapes and mixes and all this stuff.
Just another avenue.
Yeah, another avenue. They're all on the DSPs, and then, you know, I want to help them get their streams up and all that stuff. So I'm building my own brand, and it's, you know, it's come a long way. Started a year ago, November of 2023. A year later, we have almost 2,500 followers already on there, with, you know, 300 plus every month adding. And it's getting people streams up. I feature artists. I feature Naija, Miranda Wrights, many others who are extremely talented. And, you know, it's helped their brand and get their name out. And it's people from all over the world too who are listening. It's not just the States.
I think I heard one of the songs that you did for Miranda recently too, and I liked it. I really did. Was it Pose?
Pose, yes.
Pose.
Yeah, she gave me that exclusive. She housed it up, and, you know, I played it. So.
I actually really like Pose, you know, and that was one of my things, and you spun it, and I was like, because you changed a little bit of the beat. Was it a different beat than the new original one, right?
Right. So producer Robert Rivera made his bass house version of it, and so they were like, Starline, and so then they sent it to me, and you I had to jump behind it. Absolutely. Yeah.
And what's your creative process too with the commuter tracks, with your process when you're combining music? Because obviously, you know, Miranda Wrights, that was like more pop, the original track, right?
Exactly.
And you turned it into electric dance music. So like, what is your creative process, and how do you find these, you know, beautiful gems from indie artists and combine it into something to create that what is you?
Right,
yes.
right. So first of all, I have commutertracks.com where artists can go in and they can submit their music, just submit their Spotify song link. I'll listen to it. I will grant them access to the playlist or kindly deny them. But, you know, I try to give everyone the chance because everyone needs room for improvement, etc. I don't like to be mean about it. But that's my, you know, one way to get people to submit. And then I have other avenues. Every time I'm posting and the features, promoting it and saying, hey, I'm on, then they have artists who are going to the website and submitting. And then just like the third party, like playlist directories, and then we get music. So then I just like, especially with the hip hop one, I like to create like this mood as if I'm mixing. So I'll start like, for example, this month starts with boom bap. So I'll do a little bit of boom bap, and then if there's like some of that boom bap that gets into a little R&B-ish, where it's like a singer and then they're rapping, then I'll move that into R&B. So if it sounds a little Afro beats, then I'll move into Afro beat tracks.
Cool. So you're just like, you're like me, you're a vibe.
Yeah, because I think people like it that way. You're just like, and hip hop, you know, yeah, it's hip hop, but there's so many faces of it, right? Because I can get into trap or into drill or into whatever, and then go back to R&B.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, and then you can get to the actual gangster rap too. Let's
exactly.
not forget them, right?
Yeah, I go West Coast sometimes.
Right? We got our West Coast people. I know there's some of you guys watching me, so I want to make sure I'm shouting out my Cali guys too. And of course the ATL guys. And I even for me, like I traveled, like it's commuter tracks, right? And for me, I've traveled from New York City. I've lived in the Quad Cities. I went all the way to Arkansas and came back. I passed through Tennessee. I've passed through I don't even know. There's Houston. There's like so many different places that I passed through, including Little Rock. And I noticed that a lot of different places, like there's just so many different variations of hip hop, and you know, it's a variation. Even in the boroughs, right? We could tell like a Bronx rapper from a Queens. I don't know about a Staten Island rapper, you know, but we have some good ones. Like let's not forget, you know, Prodigy and Wu-Tang and all those guys, right? And so those are from our era. Not Prodigy. I'm saying like Prodigy with Wu-Tang and all those guys, but like. Oh yeah, that's true. That's Queens. I'm getting into the vibe. Sorry.
Queens get the money.
I am from Queens, but I was thinking about all the people that I had hanging in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, keep all of it. No, I went from like I was thinking old school rappers, and I'm just vibing. I'm like, oh, Prodigy, Wu-Tang. It's like, no, he's not from Staten, but I did a couple of stuff with DMC. you know, Run DMC, like all these guys. I had prodigies, people in the place, and we had ODB is who I was trying to say, not Prodigy. No. I was saying we have ODB. We have so many different people that I was talking to that I was confused because I met a lot of these people over there. So I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm a little older.
That's what happened. She's older.
I'm gonna strangle him, guys.
Man,
We
the
gonna
producer's going in.
He is, but the thing is like, I'm just vibing, right? And like, I don't really have the best memory, but I'm like, where am I seeing these faces from? I'm visualizing things when I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Prodigy, don't roll over your grave, buddy. I'm so sorry, okay? Yes, no, I'm sorry, because I'm thinking, I'm just vibing. I'm like, who am I thinking about from Staten Island? Who was it? It's another guy. Now I'm going to have to go do some research because now I really want to know how to answer my question.
To be continued, right?
It is to be continued. But we were vibing. Okay, so I feel his eyes on me, guys. Listen, if you could see.
So I'll help you.
Yes.
I like that you said that because as far as traveling around, so that's my thing with the playlist is I was like, well, what's a good spin that I can put on it, you know? And I drive everywhere, fly everywhere, and so I'm like, I always have a playlist, you know, and so that's the theme that I was going with. I want to, you know, just focus on my commuters and give them a good playlist so they can get to where they're going in a good mood, good vibe, as you said. And then they're like, all right, cool, I'm energized, I'm gonna go to work.
I love
You know?
that.
Like, even though work is hell right now, at least my mood is good. You know, I can go in and feel good.
So you're helping. It's a good part, you know, and that's why I confuse things too. Because for me, I've lived in every borough here in New York City except for Staten Island, so excuse me for making mistakes, guys. I've lived in every borough except for Staten Island and the Bronx, right? But I've stayed in other boroughs. I've stayed in the Bronx with people, and I commute everywhere. And so this is like what we were talking about, like just knowing everybody. Like I was talking to DWI earlier, and I was telling him, you know, like it's fascinating how we are in the same circle. We know so many different people, but like, why don't we know each other, you know? And then what I love about the social is that when you follow someone on Instagram or Facebook now, obviously it tells you who they are. And I think that's one of the most things that I love about social is like when I see that network of people that are combined. So for you saying commuter tracks it's like embodying the New York aspect, being a New Yorker. It's like, you know, we got people from, obviously it's not New York City. Let me be very politically correct here. We have Long Island, right?
Yes.
We have the 5 boroughs, and then we have our Jersey people, right? And we have White Plains, you know, New Rochelle, let's not forget them. And so we got Philly like almost an hour away too. And Connecticut an hour away,
Eagles.
right? So it's like all commuters, like tri-state, you know. And then we also have Virginia. Let's not forget Virginia because they're right there too.
True.
They are. No, we're not talking about driving to go to work, but there's people here that live in Virginia and also live in Brooklyn. I have a lot of neighbors that own houses in Park Slope and they live in Virginia as well, right? And so, you know, I just like it like where it's like you're bringing the different boroughs together, you're bringing the different sounds together, and you're embodying that. Because I'm a person, where I was getting with this is I'm a person that I have to have headphones on the train. I have such bad anxiety on the train that if I am not in my headphones, I'm going insane. So for me, I really appreciate DJs like you because I need to have that commute. When I'm going to work in the morning and I go to the office, I want to listen to something on my way in because that is how I set the tone for my day.
Exactly.
Right? That's the energy I build. And I'm a firm believer of vibrational energy, and I love to listen to the handpan. It's one of my favorite instruments right now. And I find that a lot of this handpan is getting switched into EDM as well. Do you ever think that you would do like something with a handpan in a remix, or?
I'm not sure.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. If I were, I would first do the ukulele.
The ukulele. We could go to Hawaii with it. I mean, you know, we could go down there with it. I had a ukulele when I was a child. I have a guitar, but it's a nice guitar. It's an electric and it's also acoustic.
Okay.
Yeah. I could plug it in and I don't have to plug it in. Why is he laughing at me, guys?
He's laughing at me Because I said the ukulele.
Yeah, but what's wrong with
I was
ukulele,
listening to a
guys?
rap record coming in by Chris Webby, and he had a ukulele.
He did.
And I was like, it's interesting.
It's with the ukulele guy on Instagram. He goes around with all different types of artists. I know exactly what you're talking about. He has so many different music. I forgot this guy's name. But he goes around and he meets with different artists and he plays the ukulele for them. And they'll just like rap or sing their songs with him.
Naisha.
Yeah.
Some of her tracks can use one.
Oh, you shouldn't put Naisha on like an EDM track.
Yeah, we need some EDM Naisha.
We do need an EDM Naisha.
I mean, but not a remix.
Yeah, like a real one.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to have him on some Sade, like she's a shot like a Sade EDM vibe would be so dope with Naisha.
Some Afro house. Yeah.
Okay. But I'm gonna close out shortly, so but yeah, you know, I think that this is great, man. I'm super excited. Oh my god, Starline, I'm so happy I got to meet you today.
Thank you very much. This was great. You know, I wish you guys all the best.
Yes.
You guys doing a great job so far. So
I'm still mad that he called me out on Prodigy though. That was a dead mistake, guys. Please don't crucify me for that one, okay? Because I'm still thinking about it. I'm gonna overthink it. I'm gonna go home and think about this. But
She's thinking about Raekwon.
oh,
Raekwon.
Raekwon.
She was thinking about. I didn't want her to say that.
So why didn't you save me, bro? You're supposed to save
a
hoe.
good producer goes.
Yeah, he ain't a good producer, guys. I knew it was one of the
How
guys
about
with him,
RZA?
but didn't
Is RZA?
RZA.
Is he Staten?
RZA?
Oh, he's Brooklyn. It's just they all met in
They
Staten.
all, yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying. Were they all hanging
that
out
they
over
claim
there?
they start claiming Staten now.
I thought that they would claim Staten.
The
Yeah, they are from
Uh-huh,
Brooklyn,
okay.
and then Prodigy is from Queens because he
Yeah.
was with Emerald B.
But then they made Woo just like a Staten
Woo,
place.
Staten Island is meant to be
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what I was thinking because
Ghost?
yes, Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface is Brooklyn and Staten.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And see, the reason why I'm thinking that I had an artist.
His mother is RZA's sister.
Oh,
Oh.
you see, I had an artist, right? He's a canvas artist, and he does all of them, you know. But he's from Staten Island as well, and so that's why I was thinking because when I was working with Hall of Fame Studios and Jewels with Art at Fame,
Yeah.
we had a bunch of like Prodigy, ODB stuff that my artist brought in at the time, and he was from Staten Island.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why I was thinking why maybe it's all from
You
Staten
made
Island.
a
'Cause, yeah, I
connection.
made the connection. But I was wrong. I'll admit it. I can take accountability. Yeah, but I'm human.
He said she
Whatever, guys. Listen, if you
crucified
want to
you.
crucify me, go ahead. I'm okay. You can hang me. It's okay. But guys, I am from Queens. I'm from South Jamaica, Queens. But
Oh, you're from South Jamaica?
I'm
I'm
from
from
South Jamaica.
Flushing, Murray Hill.
Okay, I'm from 7 and 142. Shout out 141
Okay.
block. But on that end, you know, guys, again,
That's great.
I appreciate Starline for being with me. She's amazing. Make sure you follow her. Tell them where they could follow you.
Yes, so you could follow me on Instagram as far as social media goes, djstarline.edm, because I love it. But you can go, I know I had to just put it on my name, but you can go to starlinedj.com for everything. You know, you can watch my Nova 10 Mix show there, which is a different EDM subgenre. I do a little segments on there, my top 5. So everything else, gigs, updates is all on starlinedj.com.
And then, of course, you know, guys, I mean, obviously, she did the auditions already for the show, but stay tuned for that. You said in what, February it's coming out? Late February?
Yes, yeah. South Carolina, March is Boston, May or June, I believe, is in Brooklyn.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I want to catch you for that
Yeah,
Brooklyn one, so
so-
make sure we got that
yeah.
invite because I'm coming to see you.
Awesome.
I'm coming to dance with you.
Yes.
And guys, make sure you follow her. Make sure you come dance with her. Support her. She is amazing. Listen to her on the playlister at the Commuter Tracks, thecommutertracks.com as well.
Yes.
And of course, we'll see you next time. Peace and shout out DSN Network and the playlister. Bye, guys.
Bye.
The kids have their station. Now you have yours. The new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.